Is this the order for this one? Why is there no order? Why is there no order, Ms. Jeffries?
Your Honor, we're trying to just do a paternity default, and Mr. Elam is refusing to sign any document, so that's why I wanted to approach.
All right, this is cause number 2020-07883 in the interest of Hiawatha Elam Jr. All parties, please raise your right hand to be sworn. You solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
All right, sir, please identify yourself and your relationships with the child.
I'm Hiawatha Elam Sr. My child is Hiawatha Elam Jr.
All right. And for the state?
Good morning, Your Honor. Angela Jeffries for the Office of the Attorney.
All right. Do we have a petition up here so I can see who's who? Court will note that the custodial parent's name is Keisha Davis.
Yes.
Miss Davis was personally served. On March 19th, 2020 at 2:09 p.m. at 2402 Bamelwood Drive, apartment 322 in Houston, Harris County, Texas. She also appeared She made an appearance on October 28th, 2020 and signed a reset order setting the matter for hearing on the 22nd of February. She was given further notice. I don't have any further notice. Is there further notice?
Your Honor, I do show that we did send further notice, but I will have to get that to you. I didn't realize that the reset said for February 22nd, but I do believe we did send further notice.
All right, I'm gonna need to see that.
Okay. Can we recess that and I move on to the next?
Yes. I'll recess on this matter.
Thank you. Mr. Elam, you're just going to be on hold for a little bit longer just so I can verify something, please, sir.
Okay.
Thank you. Mute yourself, please.
Ma'am?
Mute yourself.
Yeah, I'm okay. I can wait.
No, I'm saying mute yourself, sir. Put yourself on mute.
Okay, mute. Okay, I'm sorry. Press. Okay, let me press *6.
Thank you.
Do I have Maria? Did you pull up another? Rollins. Okay.
It should be way back there.
What are you looking for? Huh?
Should have been back there.
What should have been?
For that one. The citation.
The petition.
No, the citation and the
Well, here's the return. Rollins.
and the docket sheet should be up there too.
No.
Rollins should be a no answer default, Your Honor.
Rollins will be a what?
A no answer default, sir.
Okay. This is cause number 2020-54532 in the interest of Spencer and Spain Rollins. All parties in this matter, please raise your right hands to be sworn. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir, I do.
All right. Are you on? You have video, ma'am? Turn your video on,
Yes, sir.
please. All right.
Okay.
All right, ma'am. Please identify yourself and your relationship to the children.
My name is Kentara Perry, and my children are Spencer Rollins and Spain Rollins. I'm their mother.
All right. And for the state,
Angela Jeffries for the Office of the Attorney General.
court will note that the non-custodial parent father is Arnold Wayne Rollins.
Yes, sir.
I'll, still messing with this one. Court will note that Mr. Rollins was personally served on November 9th, 2020 at 12:09 p.m. At 10300 Shady Lane, Apartment 903 in Houston, Harris County, Texas. He's not filed an answer. Is that correct, Ms.
He
Jeffries?
is not young. He is not young.
All right, we'll have a default hearing then.
Thank you, Your Honor. At this time, the state calls Katira Wenise Perry. Ms. Perry, you're the mother of Spencer and Spain Rollins. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And how old are your two children, ma'am?
9 months old.
Okay. And when both of these children were born, you filled out an acknowledgement of paternity with Mr. Rollins. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, as far as the day-to-day decision making regarding your two children, who usually makes those decisions, ma'am?
I do.
Okay. If they needed to go to a doctor's appointment, who would make it?
I do.
If there was an issue at daycare, who would handle that issue?
Me.
Okay, so you're asking this court to appoint you as the sole managing conservator of these two children. Is that correct, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
And why do you believe it's in the best interest that you be appointed as a sole managing conservator of these two children?
Because I have a protective order out against him. Or I'm about to file a protective order. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you're about to file one.
Yes,
and so
ma'am.
you think that you cannot co-parent with Mr. Rollins at this time?
No, I don't.
Okay, do you currently live in Harris?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and do you know if Mr. Rollins lives in Harris?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you understand that you'll be geographically restricted to reside in Harris or Kentucky.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, as far as family violence, in the last 2 years, has there been an issue of family violence between you and Mr. Rollins?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, when was the last incident of family violence, ma'am?
August 1st,
Of what year, ma'am?
2020.
Okay, in that incident, did he assault you? What exactly happened?
We were into a fight, both of us.
Okay, and were the police called in that incident in August?
Yes, ma'am, but not by me.
Okay, who called the police in that incident?
Bystander neighbors.
Okay, and so with that, has there been any other incident prior to the August 1st or the August incident?
Yes, ma'am. December 17th of 2019. The police wasn't called, but I did have to go to the hospital, so it's hospital records of that.
Okay, and when you say you went to the hospital, what exactly did you go to the hospital for?
Because I had just had a miscarriage. I was pregnant with triplets at first. So he had hit me and I fell back. So I just wanted to make sure my babies was okay.
Okay, so you're asking because of those past incidents that the court issue of finding a family violence in this case. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
With that family violence finding, are you okay with Mr. Rollins seeing his children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and so for visitation, you asked this court to order a modified visitation schedule in this case. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And you want that visitation to happen at 154 Kipling's Bend Drive, Houston, Texas, 77014. Okay, and what is
Yes,
that?
ma'am.
What is that address that you provide?
That's my mother's address.
You understand that after the modified possession schedule, it would then be a standard possession order in this case.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any private health insurance for your children at this time, Ms. Perry?
No, ma'am.
Do you know if Mr. Rawlings has any private health insurance available?
He doesn't.
Okay. Do you know if Mr. Rawlings currently has a job at this time?
Not that I know of, no, ma'am.
Do you understand this order will be based on a minimum wage presumption?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you know if Mr. Rawlings has any other children that he pays child support for?
I don't think he pays the child support, but I know he has 2 other cases.
Okay. And as far as the cash medical, are you asking the court to order him to pay $75 beginning June 1st of 2021?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And for the child support, are you also asking the court to order him to pay $240 beginning June 1st of 2021?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And as far as the retroactive, are you seeking retroactive child support in this case, ma'am?
Could you repeat that, please?
Are you seeking retroactive child support in this case, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And when was the last time that you and Mr. Rawlings lived together?
January of 2020.
Okay. And since January of 2020, has he given you any money for these children?
No, ma'am. $10. That's
Okay.
it.
So are you asking this court to enter a judgment in the amount of $2,640?
Yes, ma'am.
And that Mr. Rawlings be ordered to pay $65 beginning June 1st of 2021?
Yes, ma'am.
And just to clarify, you mentioned 2 other cases, but wasn't it confirmed that he has one other child support case that he pays child support for, ma'am?
It was in Houston, in Texas.
Okay. All right. Just to clarify that. And then you, as far as court costs, are you asking the court to bill Mr. Rawlings for these court costs then?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And you've already signed this default order, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you believe this order to be in the best interest of your children?
Yes, ma'am.
And in line with the family violence finding, you're also asking that your address and phone number not be disclosed. Is that correct, ma'am?
Correct. Yes, ma'am.
I have nothing further for this witness, Your Honor. I pass the witness.
And pickup and delivery will be where?
Pickup and delivery will be her mom's address, and I believe it's in the order. It should be the 15534 Kipling's Bend Drive, Houston, Texas, 77014.
All right. Okay, the court will approve the order submitted. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Perry, you're excused. If you have other questions, you can log back into the other Zoom and we will answer them.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Your Honor, if I could have a brief recess on the ELAM matter, I'm getting that certified mail to be printed for you.
All right. We'll
Thank you.
recess.
Thank you.